Brian Stone.
And you with your boy JB.
We are here at the Talk to Me Driver podcast. We are looking for everybody to understand. If you are interested, like, share, subscribe. Also, if you are wanting to be on the show, you can email us at talktomedriver, that's TalkToMedriva@gmail.com. What we do here is what we do. Transportation. That could be anything. That could be a pilot, boat,
train.
Shoot. If you're driving Hot Shot, Amazon,
mailman, hey, mail woman,
we want to talk to you. So,
whatever.
Topic today, we're gonna pick something random. Let's go with shit. Fuck it.
What you feeling?
I'm feeling froggy.
Feeling froggy?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about.
Let's talk about stability.
Come on.
On jobs. We talk about stability.
Come on with it.
And commitment.
Okay.
We got these cats that's coming into any job that's not showing no commitment. They want to make money way up here and have no experience.
Or don't do any work.
You got to crawl before you walk in any job. You don't go to no job with no experience making thousands of dollars a day. It don't work like that.
Period, fool.
If it was that easy, hell, we wouldn't be sitting right here.
We'd be on a yacht or in a private jet or something.
Lay back. You know?
Shoot.
It's not that easy to start off in any job. That's whether slanging burgers or selling shoes. You know, my first job was McDonald's.
Mine was even as a 911 operator. I was a 911 operator for a year and a half, and I'm like, just to be able to do what you need to do, you gotta work. And I think today a lot of people in the generation just don't want to work. They want something for nothing.
It starts at home. I gotta tell anybody, it starts at home. My mom and daddy pushed us to do things at home, even though we didn't want to do them as far as building a work ethic. It wasn't no sleeping past a certain time, you had to be up. Ain't no laying around the house. The house got to be clean, dishes done, yard done. Before you leave out the house, all your chores got to be done.
Well, you can do anything. Go play, ride your bike.
So you building that routine up and you steady doing it, and then you get older, it's like you take them type of traits onto you to a job. You doing stuff without being told. And you got people at jobs now
that know what they need to do. They just want somebody to tell them, and they be like, well, if they ain't tell me to do it, I ain't doing it.
Exactly. And then they just sit there and look crazy like as if they don't know what they supposed to be doing. They just either playing on their phones. And the most worst thing you could do at a job, being on this hill, this can get you fired.
Quick.
Real quick. I'm talking about playing on the phones is not worth it, you know?
Especially, truck driver. All right. On your phone while you drive. That's a $2,500 fine. That's for you. That's for the driver.
Sorry for ya.
The company gets a $10,000 fine. Preach! So just understand it ain't the fact that they tell you don't do it. It's the fact that, hey, you gotta pay $2,500. They gotta pay $10,000. Who gonna pay your $25,000? People always say, oh, the company got money like that. I don't. So why are you doing things to put yourself in the position to where you gotta use the money that you making for foolishness?
The company got money like that, but the company gonna have you on the side of the road too.
Have you looking stupid? You sitting there talking, man, the company ain't this, the company ain't that. Man, look, these people work to get where they at. Yeah, you got people that got attitudes. Yeah, you got people that think like, man, this they company and it ain't they company. You got owners that don't come see you. But then you get mad because the company treats you like you ain't nothing. But you treat the company like they ain't nothing. You get what you give. Like they say, respect is earned, not given. So if you don't respect what you're doing, it ain't gonna respect you.
You're right. You're right about that. Any job, You gotta have respect, earn the people's trust, and you gotta build a relationship. It could be the worst job in the world. You still gotta build a relationship. That's how you gain feedback for good evaluations, or that's how you get raises. And if you feel like you're not worth it, hey, do what you gotta do. Get the credentials so you can go work at any job. You don't gotta be going from job to job and you don't have no credentials. You gain an experience, but you have no credentials because you gotta wait for a call. You gotta wait for this. You gotta wait for that. Can't get no interview. You're in the roadblock. You're getting behind. And with all that said, being done, having credentials in the transportation industry, whether it be marine, CDL, hot shotting, being working for FedEx, UPS, Amazon, railroad, you gotta have some type of form of credentials. First of all, if you're in the trucking industry, point blank, you gotta have a CDL, a TWIC card, hazardous cargo, PIC or tankerment. In the offshore industry too, in the transportation on boats, in the marine transportation, you gotta have all that stuff too, because you carrying dangerous cargo, or you pumping it or transferring it.
Oh yeah.
So at the end of the day, these jobs require you to have all these certifications. You never want to make yourself unvaluable. You want to make yourself valuable, whether you got to go to school and pay for it or the company pay for it. You want to get to a job where
they can't fire you because of what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
You put yourself in a position that
where they need you, you don't need them.
Exactly. You have the stand and withal to be like, no, I got this. You gotta pay me because you have the certifications. You have the criteria. That's like having a degree. Most businesses in the corporate America, you need a degree. Because if you don't have a degree, they feel whatever they feel. They feel like you're not worthy to get that position. They have companies where you could be with a company and not have a degree, and they tell you, oh, we need you to be with our company at least 5 years before we can even consider you to be able to take that position. So if you know that there is room for you to grow, go ahead and get the credentials. This is your life. A lot of people feel like, oh, I ain't gonna be here long. Okay, you may not be there long, but who's to say that by you stepping out and getting the credentials that you need, that when you leave this place, those credentials can be transferred to other jobs that you have a lax schedule.
Yeah.
Whether you think it is or not, just getting the credentials and having those credentials under your belt, you have the wherewithal to say to a company, I'm worth this.
And they don't want to hear that nonsense. Oh, they want to hire me because of my color, my race. The first thing, and I'm not racist whatsoever, the first thing I know our people say, oh, they being racist. No, they not being racist. They not going against you. You don't got no experience. You don't got no paperwork. Hell, you ain't even got a degree. All you guys are high school diploma. Hell, you probably ain't got that. You need paperwork.
Yes.
Paperwork to work. Paperwork to work.
That's it.
Paperwork to work. Come on. Paperwork to work. Get it? Paperwork to work.
You don't get it? But no, man,
you gotta have it.
You got to, man. It's just life. I don't care what it is you do. If you're selling life insurance, if you're selling, even if not even selling anything, if you're just want to be efficient enough to where you have stability on your job and your company can't come to you when they say, hey, we got to do layoffs, because your record, from your work ethic to your credentials, they need you to stay.
Yep.
You put yourself in a position to where they need you, not you need them. Yes, in the beginning, you do need them. But as you work through that company, you put yourself in a position to where you are the asset, not the liability anymore. So as long as you understand that you are the asset, you gonna have to work. And then you might sit there and get mad and be like, the person with the credentials, they rarely do any work. But you ain't got the credentials to sit back and not do no work, because that person that got the credentials is training. And their job is to watch you and make sure you got the necessities and understand what it is you're doing, so they can go ahead and do what they need to do.
So let's rewind that back. You've been at this job 5 years. You see all these people coming in. Dang, how they get that spot? They didn't even start where I started. They over me. Well, dumb. They got paperwork. They went to school. They wanted something more than just the basics.
That's life.
If you want more out of life, you can't be basic.
Do you go
When you go to order your food, you don't want the basic. You want the big size. When you go get that Whopper, you want the cheese. You want to upsize it with the big Coke. You want the large fries with extra ketchup. When you go do anything, when you go shopping, you don't want to get the basics. You want to get the J's. You want to get the nice clothes. You want to get all of it, So the same thing goes for a job. You can't let somebody come in there and overwork your position, and they over you over your own job that you've been at 5 years. You got to keep upgrading.
Because if you don't nobody care. Don't nobody care because you don't care.
Don't care. They're gonna say, man,
John might be the best worker in the position.
Look here.
But John don't care.
Brian, you're doing a fine job. You've been with the company.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna be here 20 years, so I don't need this job.
Brian, you've been here 25
Look,
years.
sir,
You're doing a fine job.
I'm not like these people out here. I'm not gonna be here 20 years and doing this and doing that. That's the wrong mentality to have. If you want stability in life, everybody is not going to be a business owner. Everybody is not going to be an entrepreneur. It is not made for everybody.
nope.
If you are an entrepreneur, salute to you, because it is work. An entrepreneur is work. If you don't want to work, you ain't gonna be no entrepreneur. I'm gonna say you ain't gonna be a successful entrepreneur. So if you feel that where you at, you can do better, you gonna have to give the same energy to what you want to see, whether it's getting your credentials, moving up in the company, or you stepping out on faith and going to get your own. But understand, when you step out here on faith, ain't nobody there to back you. Nobody but you and God. And if you don't work, you don't eat.
Don't eat, you don't grind, you don't shine.
And you ain't gonna get nothing. So whether you sitting there and you selling doggone hair online, you gotta grind. You gotta get in touch. You gotta market. You gotta understand, hey, I need to make sure my product is getting out there. How do I get my product out there? And you still need credentials. Or you need somebody with credentials that understands how to get your product out there. So paperwork, this is a good topic. Paperwork is a must.
It's a must.
It's a must.
You gotta have it. Even in the offshore industry, in marine transportation, you gotta have a SWIFT card, gotta have a merchant marine credential, gotta have all types of stuff to do your job or do multiple jobs. You wanna make yourself, like you said, once again, valuable. And I'm valuable in the industry because I can go work anywhere. Passport, government security clearance, I got all that stuff. I can go work anywhere. I didn't limit myself. I've been off in the offshore industry. When May comes next year, I've been doing a complete 8 years, and I paid for classes. I done had company pay for classes because they knew if
But
I
you
wanted
pay
to
for classes? Man, you stupid. That's how people think.
Yeah,
Because you paid for it.
Yeah,
That's what people feel like. Oh,
you gotta invest in yourself.
Okay.
Invest in yourself because if nobody else do, you go invest in yourself.
Ain't no way I'm gonna be that way. Ain't no way I'm gonna do that. But you want to be up. You want to be up.
How you get that? How you get that car?
My credentials. And God. Okay.
How much money you make?
Don't matter.
You can get me on?
Oh, I can get you on, but my question is, are you gonna work?
Nah, man,
Are you gonna work?
Are
you gonna work?
I want to get on with you.
Okay, you wanna get on with me? Meet me here at 3 a.m.
Man, that's too early, dog.
You don't wanna work?
Man, that's too early, bro. On everything, bro.
Yeah.
That's too early, bro. I don't get up that early, bro.
Well, you don't want it.
My mama don't have breakfast done by that time, bro.
Your mama cook you breakfast?
Yeah, bro. I still stay with my mama, bro.
Never mind.
See?
Look, if you don't want to do it, if you don't have no effort in yourself, you ain't gonna make it. And they talk about, oh, the white man holding me back, or the white man. Yes, I'm gonna give you this. There is certain things that do go on, and it's called politics. But if you are a human being and you understand that, hey, I got the same credentials as him, and my work ethic is stronger than him. I can move. He may sit here and be in this position, but it's always gonna be another position that's gonna be where he is at another place, another company that's gonna pay me for my credentials and my work ethic. Because as long as you do well on the job that you at and they ain't got nothing negative to say about you, because they ain't gonna sit there and tell the other company, oh, he black, we didn't promote him. Oh, he man, every time we call him, he up, he moving, he doing. Man, I ain't gonna be no slave to the white man. Look.
You already a slave when you enslave your mind.
Thank you.
Thinking negatively. Thinking negative will never get you nowhere. Nowhere at all.
And hear me, y'all, we not racist. We just know that our ethnicity has a lot of excuses as to why they should not do what they do.
And I hate to bring this scenario up on the show, and I've seen it, and I tell people all the time, y'all, yes, I said it, y'all, you people always want to bring up the cops when they beat up black people, but y'all had your own race. This happened this summer in Baltimore, I seen it. You had your own race beat up this black guy. I didn't see no Black Lives Matter.
Because it's normal.
I didn't. Hey, what's up, everybody? We appreciate you for checking in. Me and Brian truly appreciate everybody. Like, share, and subscribe. Part 2 will be coming soon. We appreciate the love y'all showing. Hit us up. You want to get an interview and talk to me driver at gmail.com. Love y'all. We out. 1.